Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me, Lorian, for your tarot reading for August. Sorry this is a little bit late. As you may know, Mercury retrograde is not one for playing around this time. It's just not the best time. But regardless of all the technological issues that I have been receiving and stuff like that, I'm ready to do your reading. Are you ready to hear it? Let's have a look. So, thank you very much for joining me. If you don't know me, I'm Lorian at Tomes and Tarot, and this is your general reading for August, or what is left of August, and it'll give you some information as to what to expect. Oh, hello. Your card straight up. Okay, I'm using the Tarot Mocha deck, and I'm going to be pulling a card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck too. September should be better. I have a 4-day weekend coming up because I did actually start a part-time job again. So that should be coming up. You know, September should be fine. But so far, far too busy, everything breaking, not good. Let's have a look what's coming up for you, Pisces. Something about job and career. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Interesting. And just one more, please, for Pisces, just so they can have a good... Whoa. Alright. They're very, very jumpy for you today. Let's see what I can do for you. Alright, so... before I forget, if you would like a personal reading from me, the link is below, and also my email address is loriantarot@gmail.com. But this is just a general reading to get the vibes that you might be experiencing for August. And the first one that seems to come through is very much about conscious awareness and potential, a little bit of mystery coming in as well here. So I think your life experience, and I just looked at the clock and it said 222, so that's some angel numbers there for you. But yes, I think this is about your life experience. I think that there's going to be some added on to this. I mean, the things that you've had recently and the things that you've been through and survived, you know, they probably didn't come to you by halves. They were hard-earned. You really did connect quite strongly with your inner self and your inner lion, shall we say. I think that there's belief issues that you've had in yourself. I believe there's been tripping over yourself a little bit, wondering whether you've been doing the right thing, wondering whether you're with the right person, wondering if this is the career for you, if this is the place that you want to live. Lots of different things maybe have been crowding or clouding even your subconscious, and that, I think, for many people is just a stress on top of another stress. This month you may be finding that with Mercury being in retrograde, you are now able to kind of organise your inner thoughts, and maybe it's not as stressful as you thought it was. Alternatively, if it comes forwards that basically Mercury retrograde is not kind to you, it could be that you just need to have this delay for some reason. You have to kind of reassess what it is you're trying to achieve. There is a career change I feel coming through for you, and I do feel that there's something that you're wanting to alter about yourself. It feels a lot like you are trying your best. But I do feel like there's a lot of things that you could encourage yourself to do and change without maybe going overboard. Because for some of you, whatever you change, it won't please some people. You know, some people are just determined not to be pleased. Now this could be people you know, it could be your other half's family, it could be, you know, anything like that. And I just think that no matter what you do, some people will not get it, and they will not appreciate the efforts that you put in. They will not understand how stressful it's been. They just won't get it. And it's not your fault. It is not your fault. If they look at it and go, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. What is it? And they expect you to explain everything that you're going through. Or they expect you to try and cut down a little bit according to their expectations. You know what I mean? Just that feeling of, I need to live up to this and I need you to, do whatever it is. But I do feel that there's something that, your accomplishments should not be put down by other people. If you're seeking approval, if you don't even need approval from them, they're still going to give you an opinion. And it could be that they don't understand what's gone on in your life until now. And it could be that, you really don't need that, but your sole purpose is not to please them. It's not. I don't think any person's reason for being is to please another person. So that's the way I feel about that. But there is change coming. There is change. And I think this is going to enable you to move, maybe physically, like move house, or just move metaphorically through life. And I do also feel like your tenacity is growing as well. Your feeling of kind of coming forwards. Your enemies fall by the wayside. You should not make compromises that you're not prepared to do. And I think that's something that you need to achieve for yourself. You don't need to kind of wilter and fizzle away. Just focus on you. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is basically the movement. So this is your rite of passage. This is your taking your experiences over to the new set of experiences. So it's not to say that you have to carry over the baggage. That's different. It's just the lessons, and you go, oh, I know what that is. And you're armed then with knowledge. Knowledge is the best weapon you can have. And I think that that's something that you just kind of go, okay, I know how to avoid this conflict. I know what to do once I get here. I know what to do once I move back home. I know what to do once I decide to move to somewhere else, or change my career, or end this relationship, or go into a new one. Where there's endings, there's always beginnings. There's never just an ending and that's it. I mean, for some of you, you may believe that, after this life, that's it. But we're all energy. So where does that energy go? Where does the electricity go that's in our bodies? Where does that go to? So something is always moving on. And I think that that's something to be said for you too. You are always having to be moving on. And then we have Judgment. Yeah, don't judge yourself too much. But this is something about an inner calling and your rebirth. So you may need to listen to this wise, wise voice in your head to tell you where you need to go. You're standing up to somebody even. You're going, no, I'm not allowing this to happen anymore. No, I'm standing up for myself. So it could be that you stand up for yourself against this person who's always judging. But again, you have the strength. You have the strength there. You have the ability to say, hell no. You have the ability to punch your hand into the air and say, no, justice for me, justice for me. And, that's kind of a speech thing. Maybe you need your confidence back with how you communicate with others, and maybe not feel so pushed away. Because I know for some of you, you may be staying in a relationship because you don't think you can get any better and nobody else would have you. Let me tell you now, that's a crock of bull. Do not believe that. And even now, I can see some of you shaking your head going, no, but you don't understand, Lorian. Really, nobody else would have me. Why? Because of this, and this. What's that got to do with anything? You are nobody's second best. You are nobody's settling for. Try and think about that. Get your strength back. And Hangman. Okay. So from out of this, you may feel like, oh, hang on a second. I want to stay put. This is all rushing at me too fast. And this is all going to, all going to my head. I can't think straight. I just want to stay put. That's possibly one of the lamest things you can do, is just stay put. I think you need to move on. And then you have the Five of Swords. So this comes from a defeat. It could be a bitter defeat for you. It could be a bitter defeat for your enemy, but don't take too much pride in defeating them. Don't go nah, 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 or do anything like that if you can. You know, it's kind of going over here. You know, don't feel like you have to kind of throw it in people's faces. I know it's tempting, believe me, but just kind of, if you want to say I told you so, do it in another way. And then we have the Five of Cups. You have a lot of fives here. So yeah, you have got some difficulty, but this is basically not feeling guilty again. If you have a bit of loss, if you have a bit of, oh no, this went wrong, you've still got things to be happy for. So just kind of keep that in mind. Alrighty, so these cards are jumpy today. Let's see if we can give you a good message to finish. Alright, whoop. Vigilance. Constant vigilance. Alright. Just basically, I think about keeping watch. Keeping watch of what you want to do, of what you want to achieve. Not giving up necessarily. And I think that's something that you need to kind of being careful. You do need to be careful. You do need to watch for possible danger and possible aggro that's coming through here. But I also feel like you are being a bit, you may be too on the alert, too aware of the failings around you, too aware of this. You just have to be steady and keep aware with all your senses, not just who's going to come after me now. I don't mean it like that. It's just something that I think you just need to get into the habit of doing. But I hope this helps you, Pisces, for the rest of August and maybe a little bit into September too. Again, if you need anything from me, just email me or visit the website. If you want to support the channel but can't afford a reading, you can always buy me a coffee. But I do wish you the very best of luck. Thank you so much for your time today, Pisces, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon.